Hello everyone, this is Milan from Hypermedia, and in this video I want to talk about why you should niche down and what is basically niching down means and when you should expand. So this is kind of a broad topic, but probably if you are in the business industry, if you are a business owner, you know what is a niche and what is niching down. So niche is basically a subsection of a market. This was really hard to know this when I was starting out as a business owner 4 or 5 years ago. So basically, that means that a smaller section of a market. So yeah, I just say the same words as before. But I can't come up with an example right now, but probably you get it from this and you know what is niche. So why should niche down? Because it's the reason for niching down is pretty simple, because you can't attack a full niche, a full market, because that's not going to be beneficial for you. Because let's say a full market has millions of people in the market, like for example fitness industry. There are shit ton of people in the fitness industry, millions of people. I believe the fitness hashtag on Instagram is like 350 million posts. So yeah, as you can see, there is a lot of people in the fitness industry, and that's just on Instagram. And I believe if you try to narrow your audience on Facebook, for example, with the fitness narrow tool, that's going to give you like, in the US, that's going to give you like 150 million or 180 million people. So that's a lot of people, and you don't want to target 150 million people because most of them are not going to buy your product, unless yeah, there are certain examples and there are certain things that you can look for, but that's not going to happen. Then, for example, niche in the fitness industry, and by the way, fitness is kind of no, it's not a niche. So niche in the fitness industry is bodybuilders or powerlifters or casual lifters, and the casual lifters are not kind of that good of a niche because you have to narrow it down more. For example, male casual lifters who are just starting out or who are struggling to get weight, these are niches. These are niches that you can target to, because otherwise if you just target people in the fitness industry, that's not going to play out as well as you want. So a niche should be pretty small. So I'm not saying that it should be under a million, but the smaller you can get, probably the better it's going to be. However, if you get too small, that's going to be too of a sub niche, and you will be losing out on too much of an opportunity. So you should be getting traffic and starting out in the niche or going into a niche which is like small, but you can still have a great return on advertisement as well, which is going to be coming from experience and coming from tries and coming from basically trying out what is working for you and what is working for your product. And the most important thing is you have to know your target customer, and then basically you have your niche. If you know your target customer, know what you want, what your target customer is looking for, what they want, what is the things that they want to do and they like to do, then you know what is the niche that you are looking for. It's that simple actually. The most important thing, as you can see, is to know your target customer, and then everything is going to be fine. Basically, that's it. In terms of niching down, so don't go too far down because that's not going to be beneficial for you, and don't do really expanded niche. Also, for the best place you can start is by writing down what your target customer you want to be, basically, because the customer that is the best customer you can get. This can be any number of nuance, skills, and things that you want to say about the target customer, but the thing is that you have to narrow it down as much as possible. That's the main goal of these experiments. So then, yeah, you are probably going to end up in a really great niche. And the thing is that you should be niching down, because if you're not niching down, you can't target the customers you want. You will be too generic. And let's say you are solving a problem like I don't know, in the fitness industry, for example, losing weight. You're solving losing weight. Now, for a woman and for men, it's going to be different. Even for a man that's 50 and a man that's 25, it's going to be different methods that you are losing weight, because of course a 25-year-old man can handle a shit ton of cardio, so you can do shit ton of cardio with them. Of course, that's not going to be the way that you lose weight, but you'll be doing them with a shit ton of cardio, giving them a little bit more food, while a 55-year-old man can do that much of cardio. Or yeah, so you have to be cautious about how much food you give them. As well as women, you can't do the same things for men and the women in terms of personalized training. Maybe people's needs are of course different, so in terms of that you have to target those. So for example, if you're a fitness and you are promoting losing weight and you are planning to sell a 12-week challenge, then you will have to have a target customer that's going to be, for example, 20 to 35 years old women. And you're targeting them, and their training is going to be some kind of similar training. Then after a few weeks, then you're going to personalize them, what they like, how they react, and all that kind of shit. As well as their food intake is not going to be similar, not even close, but probably what they can tolerate is going to be closer, and as well as they will be in a calorie range that is reasonable. Because if you target men and women, the woman going to be near 1,000 calories, let's say, and the man is going to be 300 and 5,500. Okay, 55, 3,500. Sorry, 5,500 is kind of fucking much. As well as you don't want to target people bulk and losing weight. That's another niche. You don't want to target people to lose weight and bulking up in the same section, because that's going to be resulting you 2 times more work, because bulking and the cutting training can be similar. However, usually people can handle more workload on a bulking diet. And so, okay, this is the example. So you have to target people that are much better to target, and you can personalize them more. Now, let's talk about the last question. When should you expand? So when is the time you're grown out your niche? So let's stay in the fitness example. You should be expanding out from, for example, from your powerlifting niche when you start to grow it out. And how you know that you're growing out? That you are selling more than the cap of that sub niche. So you can look it up usually in the web at how much, for example, a powerlifting market makes a year. And if you're doing more than that, then yeah, you're grown out. Or not more than that, but let's say they are making 50 mil a year, and you are making 35 or 40, yeah, then okay, you should be expanding. But usually this is not this kind of low numbers, and if it's that kind of low number, then you can expand. And how you can expand? You can expand vertically. So for example, if you're in the powerlifting niche, then you will expand into bodybuilding and casual fitness, or probably just one. That's going to be more beneficial to just from powerlifting expand to bodybuilding, for example, because that's going to be so much more easier for you and so much more straightforward, and you can transfer a lot of things into bodybuilding. However, then you can subcategorize other stuff and create new products and create new value systems. But yeah, basically that's it. This is when you should be expanding. So I hope you guys get what is niching down means and why you should niche down, and basically when you should expand. So expanding is yeah, sometimes happen and usually happen when you want to be kind of build $1 billion business. Then you have to expand and expand and expand in terms of niches, and you have to conquer a whole market. But this is not going to be the first problem you will have. I'm pretty sure about that. So you have to be niching that as much as possible. Okay, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this video, found this informative, and get everything what I said. And yeah, I see you in the next one. Have a nice day, guys.